joining us on the Have You Tried podcast. Please make sure that you hit the like, share, and subscribe button. We are super excited that you're here. If you have a story that you want to submit or a question you want to submit to one of us, please hit the link in the description below.
It's down below.
And we will get to that and we will share it on our following episodes.
Yeah, don't forget to follow us on TikTok and YouTube. You can find me on TikTok at NurseBB24. You can find this lovely lady here at teacher_Vaughn.
Now on to the rest of the episode. Welcome to the 4th episode of the Have You Tried podcast. I'm Teacher Vaughn.
And I'm Nurse Phoebe.
And we're super excited to hang out with you today. Just a couple things. Please don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button down below. Get in the comments. Share your questions. Give us some love. All that fun stuff. Let's get into it. Let's do it. Look, it's been a long week. This was my first week of school. So, school's back in session, and this is week 2 of school. The kids have been great. It's been really awesome getting to know them and getting to know their families, and it's been pretty awesome. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, while we're on the topic of school, I mean, you're a teacher. We've all talked about you being a teacher.
Yeah.
I know you're not judging me right now. So what is one thing you wish you had known before you started in, or like something that's not talked about in school? Like when you're getting your degree, what's something that you wish they had either mentioned or like explained more before you started?
I wish they would have told us that everything that they taught us was not going to happen in our classroom. I wish they had more practical experiences besides student teaching, because student teaching is very much like a very like truncated version and like a lightly seasoned version of I don't know how else to describe it, but it's like a
lightly seasoned.
It's lightly seasoned with like pepper and salt, maybe a dash of paprika.
Sounds paprika.
The things that they teach us in college, they never really it doesn't prepare us for what we're gonna like walk into when we see our students and our families for the first time.
Yeah.
So like for instance, there was never a conversation about how, like for me as a band director, we have an inventory of instruments. There was never a conversation about how to handle instrument rentals with families that maybe couldn't afford it.
Mm-hmm.
And dealing with families who, experience chronic homelessness or separated homes and things like that. Most people will sit there and tell you, well, leave that to the counselors. Well, no, because like that trickles into our classroom. And, as many times as you tell, kids or like tell yourself that, oh yeah, we can just leave our worries at the door as you come in. It's just a clean slate, brand new day, whatever. Like those things are still in the back of those kids' minds. And the last thing that they care about is whatever math assignment they have, or if there's a test in their Spanish class the next day. They have more pressing matters.
Yeah.
So that's kind of something I wish our programs would have taught us a little bit more. Yeah. What about you?
I mean, I loved your answer. It was really good. I think.
Thanks.
I think for nurses, it's something similar. A lot of the stuff that you teach you in nursing school, you don't use per se. It's for like an ideal world. And what I kind of wish that they would talk about more in nursing school is they say like, you may not do all this in the hospital, or your hospital might do it differently. They say things like that. Right. But what I wish that they would say is like this, we're kind of preparing you to, like, we're not kind of, we are preparing you to critically think. Like all these assignments don't matter. Like care plans, you don't need them. Sorry, you'll be stuck doing them if you're still in nursing school, but you don't need them.
Yeah.
But they teach you, like, because a care plan basically is like, okay, the patient has like high blood pressure. What are you looking for?
Hypertension.
Yes. Good for you.
Okay. Anyway.
Patient has hypertension. And like, so what are you looking for? Like, what signs and symptoms do you look out for? Like, what medications could you treat? Like, what's one thing you want to tell the patient? What's one thing that you want to like do as a nurse? Just like walking you through that process. And like in school, you're like, this is stupid. Like, why do I need this? This is not how I'm going to practice. And it's true, you're not going to practice that way. But when you graduate, like, you're expected to do all that as one motion. So it's not necessarily, okay, I called the patient, I did this. You're doing everything at once while you're taking care of this patient. So I kind of wish that they explain like that aspect more of all of this. Is not, you're not going to use any of like this stuff that we're teaching you, but this is just preparing you to use it in the real world. Because of course you're going to remember stuff that you learned in nursing school, but like a lot of the techniques that you learn in nursing school based on your hospital policy or your doctor's office, you can't do it the same way you learned it. You don't do it the same way you learned it in nursing school. So, I mean, that's kind of one thing of many, but like that one especially.
We spend so much money to go to school just for them to not properly prepare us. So, like, do we get some money back for some of the things that we're having to deal with? Like, I don't know, emotional distress for starters, the gray hairs. I should charge $7 for every gray hair that pops into my head because of this occupation.
That's what we call working.
No, well, yes, like pay me, but also,
yes,
I feel like there needs to be like a fee. Like for every gray hair that is like grown.
For every gray that's grown.
For every gray hair
that's grown on me.
Well, have you seen those memes? Have you seen those memes where it's like the scream I just scrumped, or like the cry that I just crew? Like people are just taking words and they're changing it to something else. I gotta show you that meme. It's hilarious. Or like, it was somebody on, I think it was a Reddit thread or something, and somebody said something funny and they were like, OMG, the scream I just scrumped. And then somebody's like, bro, I've been crying, my friend's crying, now we're all crying. Or no, he was like, we're all crying, we all crowed.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yes.
Random thought.
That is random.
Yeah.
Okay, we're moving on to a new segment, which I like how people say like I'm personally, like who else would be saying I'm? That's a side note. You know? Like I'm personally, or we both believe. Like this double word.
I believe.
Okay. Favorite segment that we have just started called the Have You thought I forgot. I have not learned it segment. This is a segment that we're going to be doing where I'm going to teach this lovely lady here something from the nursing side, whether it's nursing school, not medical school, but like just something medical, nursing, healthcare related.
Sphygmomanometer. Did I say it right?
And then she's going to be teaching something from the, I was about to say medical world, the musical world. I don't know why my arm is just up in the air like,
It's a puppet. So anyway, yeah, this is the Have You Learned It?
Bless your heart.
It's been a long week.
The week just started.
It's Thursday. Dude. Monday. Today's Monday. No. It's Tuesday. And you're yelling yellow. You're wearing yellow. Am I having a stroke?
Hopefully not.
Do the speed. Wait, what is it? It's fast.
Do the speed. Speed.
What
speech.
Is it? Isn't it speech first?
It's fast.
Fast. Face.
So, I'm going to be teaching everyone, but specifically you, how to take a blood pressure.
The Sphygmomanometer.
All right.
Sphygmomanometer.
Wait,
right. Spyro.
It's not spy.
Spy.
It's Sphygmomanometer.
Sphygmomanometer.
That's what this thing is called. Otherwise known as a blood pressure cuff.
I like that better.
Okay, so you're going to need one of those. And then you're also going to need...
Oh, you want me to answer the... Oh, that's a... It's...
You'll need one of those. This side is the diaphragm. Everyone say it with me.
Diaphragm.
Very good. And this side is the bell.
Bell.
Yes. They're used to hear different pitches. We're going to talk about arteries. So arteries, I'm going to put that there. So you know about arteries?
I know that we have them.
Yes, we do. We have arteries in the veins. So the easiest way to do a blood pressure is to find an artery. The best arteries to use are your radial artery, which is on your radial side. And then you have your radial pulses. You can feel it on both sides. So, I mean, if you were on the other side, that's fine too. It's on both sides. So you can feel your pulse. So you're going to take 2 fingers, you're going to press on your wrist, and you should be able to feel your heartbeat through your wrist. If you don't feel it, don't use your thumb because they say like your thumb has its own heartbeat. So we did the radials. You also have your brachial, which is up here. Your brachial is sometimes hard to feel, but if you extend your arm out and you push like right around here in the crevice, I'm going to use common words and not like fancy words. So like in the crevice of your elbow, you should see like a little vein there. You're going to like press where the vein is, and you should feel it. Now, the important thing to note about pulses is you can press very hard and it doesn't hurt the person. So don't be afraid to push down to feel the pulse. So what you use the stethoscope for is you're going to put the stethoscope to the patient's arm, and you're going to inflate this blood pressure cuff to cut off the blood circulation. What blood pressure does is it measures the pressure, of course, in your blood vessels. So what you're listening for is you're listening for the return of blood. So a lot of people will hear like that first heartbeat, but it's the return of blood coming back through the vessel because you think the vessel's been closed. And so now you're slowly opening it back, and when it comes through, that's that first sound. And then the next thing you'll listen for with the stethoscope is when that sound stops. So you're gonna look on this wonderful blood pressure cuff. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm gonna zoom in like that. Okay, it's got little numbers. What you're gonna do is when you hear that first boom, you're gonna look and see what number is it on. Okay. That's gonna be your top number or your systolic. Okay. Then when you're like, it's just gonna go down,
systolic
down,
and diastolic?
down. Okay. When you hear that last beat, that is your diastolic. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this blood pressure. I assume I'm doing it on you.
Oh, sure.
And then she's going to try it on me. Won't that be fun?
That's so fun.
All right. So you choose the arm. Doesn't matter which arm you do. You choose whichever arm. It says a little thing that says artery. And you can also get blood pressure cuffs at CVS. Or any store.
That's for sure cheaper, like in the 30s, 40s.
Yes. You can get it from Amazon. You can get it from online stores. You can get it from anywhere. You can get a blood pressure cuff. You can get a manual one or an automatic. So what I like to do is they have this one, has a little clip that I can put this thing on, but when it inflates, this kind of blocks my view sometimes, so I don't always like to use it. And then sometimes this tubing presses against the skin. So you're gonna put the stethoscope in your ears. And you wanna make sure that you're on the right side. So I like to do a little tap. Make sure it's on the right side. You'll be amazed how many times you can listen to a patient with the wrong side. And then you'll just feel. I feel your pulse right here. So
that means I'm alive.
You are. So I'm going to put the stethoscope right here.
I said that.
I'm just going to secure it with one finger. You have to secure it with multiples you can, but you see how this is coming over it? So sometimes that might mess you up. So
I can hold it. Okay.
You just kind of move it out of the way. So you want to make sure this is tight. This screw, so you want to turn it. Make sure it's tight. Turn it all the way to the right. And then when it's up and inflated, then you'll loosen it with your left hand gently. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to do a dry run. So boom, 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 boom. Inflating, 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 inflating. You want to go high enough so that it actually cuts off the blood circulation. And then you listen. And the last beat. That's when we release all the air.
What was it?
Pretty good.
Okay. Your artery is not there.
I know, I'm watching.
Wait, I'm not even paying attention. Okay, so arteries here. There we go.
Do you want me to hold the thing?
No, I got it. Okay. So then I put this here.
Eclipse.
Oh, that's This is fun. Okay, I'm gonna move this. I don't know if people can see because you're over there. All right.
People can see because you're over there. Okay, I'm
My
gonna rest
bad.
my arm on my
Perfect.
They also say, like, make sure your legs aren't crossed, which I didn't tell you before you started.
Yeah.
Make sure your legs aren't crossed, make sure you're sitting up straight, your hand is, level with your heart, all those things. Mm-hmm. Oh, she's pressing real hard. Look at this focus. She's dedicated. Shh.
This is why I can't be. I think you're alive.
You think? Hopefully I am.
Got it.
So sometimes you just can't look at the person, and that's okay. And then once you get really good at this, you can do it with.
Oh my God. This is a lot. Okay, hold on.
That's perfect timing. Once you get really good at this, you can do it without your stethoscope, because sometimes you might have to in the hospital. Like if your stethoscope, you'll use it, of course, but sometimes does not hear as well, or it may be like one of the disposable ones that
That's loud.
are very they're not the best quality. Like they're not the same quality that you would have at your house. So sometimes you might have to do a manual with another stethoscope. So it's good practice to kind of see when. Okay, ma'am.
It's kind of cool. I was making peace. Anyway.
Okay, she looks ready. Don't use your thumb. Yeah, very good. Perfect. So you probably want to inflate to probably close to
160?
No, that's not going to be tight
180?
enough. Yeah, between 180 and 200.
Okay.
I've had people go to 240 before, so I mean, you just want it to be tight. You know, press down a little bit tighter on this part. A little bit tighter.
What?
A little bit tighter on this part. Yep.
I can't hear. I can hear my hand shaking. I can only hear my hand moving. Can I try it again? That's all I can hear.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, at home, you need to wait a few minutes. You cannot just be doing it back to back to back to back. That's very dangerous. So, we have paused this video, and we've restarted after a 5-minute pause. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Okay, it's really burning. Oh,
What's gonna hurt?
okay. Yes,
What's wrong?
I got push-ups here.
Oh. I mean, oh.
Okay, yeah, and then whoosh. Yes, whoosh. Whoosh. Under, because you can put 2 fingers under, it's loose. Enough.
Oh, right.
Yeah, other way. Yeah, here. The
It's
boom,
touched my ear.
boom, boom. That's what you're gonna hear.
But all I hear is like.
You'll hear that, but you'll hear the boom very clearly.
Okay.
So let's go then. Let's see. I was trying to make sure you're on the artery.
Huh?
I was trying to make sure you're on the artery so you can feel it.
I hear something.
Okay, and then use your index finger. Yep, and push.
I know.
Push.
Yeah, see, I hear my fingers shaking.
Don't shake.
I heard it that time.
All right.
Ow!
What's in your ear?
Ow.
Look at her! A regular pro. Okay, now you can confidently take a blood pressure.
Woo! All right, so I've brought my baby here with me. This is my flute. She has been with me for generations. No, she's been with me since 2015. It's a gift from my grandfather. It's my pride and joy. So now you get to play it. No one else has played my flute except for me.
I personally feel honored.
Which is why you can't eat that candy.
Yeah, she wouldn't let me have chocolate.
No, because
an hour before.
No, absolutely not. Nobody has touched
We
my
did
flute
this.
except for myself. So we're going to start by talking about the 3 different parts of it. It's very simple. We have the head joint, which I have graciously pulled out. That is what we will work on today. The second thing is the body. This is the one with the majority of the keys. This is where both the foot joint and the head joint connect. And then here is the foot joint. Foot joints can look different depending on the brand and just the type of flute that you have. So this is a C flute, but I have a B foot, which means that I'm able to play down to a B natural rather than a C. So it's just a little extension. Fun fact, there is a plastic piece, it's a little black bit that you can add to the end of your foot joint, and that will actually change the pitch, so your lowest note can go down to an A natural, or even lower depending on the size of it. So yeah, so we're going to start with just head joint. Can you, for me, since you're about to take a sip of your water, go ahead and take a sip. A little sip. Sorry. You're going to say a really funny word. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Say poo. I love saying this to my 6th graders. No, seriously, say poo.
Poo.
Okay. Now, I want you to take the voice completely out of it. So it's just going to be all air. Good. Now, the aperture, which is the space that's in your lips, fancy. The aperture is the space that's in between your lips. Okay, so not to be confused with embouchure, which is how you shape your lips. Right. The amount of space, the aperture should be about the size of a straw. When you say to keep it nice and firm on the corners, but keep a small aperture in the center of your lips. So try that for me. Good. Now you're kind of curling your lips in. Can you think of it more like a kissy face? So, say, go for it. Stop! That's a very stiff kiss. Go for it. Good. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this to your lips. I'm going to turn it this way. You want to feel the edge of the embouchure hole on the bottom of, tone hole, on the bottom of your lip. So kind of at the edge there. So I'm going to bring this to your lips. Just keep your head steady, just like straight. This is literally how I teach, okay? Stop. All right, stop smiling so you can feel the edge. But keep the air steady, so you want to use this, enough air that you can hit the palm of my hand.
Okay.
All right, you feel the edge?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, is that enough air? Sorry, you treated me like a 6th grader.
Probably.
No, you need more. Way more. Like, I need you to like you're blowing up a balloon. That amount of air. There you go. Good. Do it again. And one more time. Good job. Oh, you got a little vibrato.
Thank you.
Look at
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
ma'am.
Thank you.
I always teach the poo method first because it helps them get their aperture. But as soon as they get that sound out, what I like to suggest is making sure that they change that from a poo to a two. So it's a different type of poo. Like they're tuning instead. Like it's the... Anyway.
Really are middle school.
Alright, so head joint is always going to connect on the spot that's more bare. Usually you'll find the logo there. Just put it there. And then the foot joint, the most keys are going to connect with the bottom half of the body. And I usually put the bar here, this bar, in the center of the last key.
like that. 'Cause I always thought it was aligned with that.
Yeah, if it aligns like that and you're playing it, you're gonna really hurt your wrist trying to keep your pinky on that pinky key here, and trying to also keep the holes covered. Okay, so we're gonna start by holding this. Now, I love you. If you drop this thing, I will disown you. Hold your hands up to where you think, how you think flutes hold their instrument. Just hold your hands up. I want to see. You are so close. Okay. Can you turn this hand outward? Yeah, there you go. Then that's it. All right.
How'd you think I was going to do it?
Some people go on the opposite side and they'll do this or this or this.
Well, that's weird.
And then they do that. So your thumb on the closest hand to you, your left hand, is going to rest on this thumb key right here. Okay? So go ahead and hold up your hands the way you think it's going to be. Yep. Good. I'm going to bring your hands down just a little bit. I'm going to put this in your hand. Find the thumb key that I pointed. Good. Your pointer finger is going to skip this and go straight there. Good. Middle finger is going to go here. Ring finger is going to go here. Good. Now I want you to relax your wrist like you're playing piano. BB is talented, by the way. BB can play piano like nobody's business. Now, you want to curl your, like a C, like making your hand into a C. Yeah, so that way you can reach that. Think about it a little bit forward. Yeah, you don't have to press it, just rest it there. Good. Now, this hand, this thumb is going to rest under here. Usually I tell kids to put their thumb under and in between the first and second keys that they're going to put their pointer and middle on. So go ahead and put your pointer and middle down. Good. And then your ring. Good. Now, because you have them curled, I'm going to let go now. Okay. Put your pinky on the pinky key. You're going to have to really curl your hand.
Don't see it.
It's close. It's very close. No, over. Yeah. Now, you'll notice that your fingers are not completely covering those holes, so if you can use the pads of your fingers to see if you can feel them around. Yeah, there you go. Same thing here. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now, you are in charge of the flute. So you bring the flute to you. You do not go to the flute. That is how I always tell my students to. Yeah, there you go. Now, I'm going to adjust this. And do you feel the edge there? Mm-hmm. Good. It's not going to really produce much of a good sound because your fingers aren't covering the holes, and that's okay. But I just want to see if you can create something. So, before,
you suck, but not really.
Before I teach you your first note,
okay,
I would like to see if you can produce a sound just from that correct position. So go ahead, bring the flute, the mouthpiece to your face. There you go. Good. Find the edge. And then do the same thing. Poo. Do it again.
Oh, you said not poo. You said two.
Well, do poo for now. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this. I want you to bring your arms. Nope. Just your arms. Out this way. Good. Now do the same thing. Yes, man. That's a high E flat. Go for it. Ready? One more time. Ready? Go. It's okay. Just try to remember what it felt like before. Think about blowing. Think about blowing more across the flute rather than into it. And my work here is done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You just played your first notes. You just played actually a fairly decent E flat. High
Thank
E
you.
flat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Go me. And
Go you.
Yeah. See, she didn't want me to do anything, but she's hitting her flute against the table.
No, it's fine. Okay.
Yeah, good job. I hope you learned something. I learned something. She learned something.
Sphygmomanometer.
That's not right.
Sphygmomanometer.
That's closer. We are moving on to our...
We're going on to guess the instrument, guess the ailment. Oh, it's guess the ailment, guess the instrument. So
I mean, we can do instrument first.
I haven't thought of one. So we're gonna get, since BB has come fully prepared.
Fully prepared.
Exactly.
That's how I roll.
There you go. Why are you cat daddy?
What?
The cat daddy.
This is like a wheelchair rolling.
That's literally the cat daddy.
I can't help it if you're ancient and I'm not.
It says the one doing a wheelchair.
Rolling like Tina Turner.
You know, Beyonce got a lot of her moves from Tina Turner. Like, her
Probably.
inspiration is Tina Turner.
Probably.
An interview with her where she talked about that, and that's why, like, her Single Ladies move is so much like Tina Turner, because that's what she did in Proud Mary.
Wow.
Fun fact for the day.
All right. I found one.
Sphygmomanometer.
It's not that.
Oh.
I did find one,
Okay.
and I think this is pretty. I think you could get it.
Okay.
I'm going to not give you the easy ones first because I think you could do a challenge.
Okay.
All right, so
I love challenges.
this one, this thing,
Okay.
it can affect anyone.
Okay.
It is treated with antibiotics, usually.
Okay.
That's your first
It is, if it's antibiotics don't heal or don't help with bacterial infections. No, viral. It doesn't help viral. It only helps bacterial. So whatever it is, it has to be a bacteria or a bacterial infection of some sorts. So I have not produced a guess. I'm just speaking out loud. Proceed to my second, please. I'm feeling confident.
Alrighty. Common symptoms include a fever, chills, a headache, loss of appetite, nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain. Those are just some of the common symptoms that could occur.
Is it some sort of, does it have anything to do with gut bacteria? That is my one guess. Something that to do with gut bacteria.
I will give you a disclaimer. It is an actual disease that you will have to name.
Oh, it's an actual disease. Okay.
Like, disease, condition, something that you have to name.
Okay.
Specifically.
Okay.
I will not count that. I will be just.
Okay. Thank you. All right.
This is your one.
What's my third guess?
Your
clue?
third and final clue. I don't know if I should give you your third and final clue. You haven't made any guesses. But I won't.
I mean, would you want a medical professional to just guess based off of that with not all the information?
Not a medical professional. But you, I don't mind.
Oh. Hurtful.
You are a medical
Connoisseur.
apprentice.
No. I don't know why I said
Sometimes, and not in every case.
Okay.
I'm leaving out a very key detail because it's very easy if I said the key detail, so I'm leaving that out.
Okay.
Strategically.
Hurtful again.
But I'm giving you something that is similar to
Okay.
the key detail without giving the key detail away.
Okay.
So for your final clue,
Mm-hmm.
in some cases,
Mm-hmm.
you develop, I decided to give her a half nugget. You develop a rash.
Nuggets.
In some cases, you develop a rash.
Okay.
And you may develop some tiny red spots.
Oh, chickenpox.
Would you like me to finish?
Yes, please.
On the roof of your mouth,
Oh.
called petechiae.
Who?
Petechiae.
Is it mono?
Is that a guess?
Yes.
No.
Is it strep?
Is that a guess?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yay! Let's go! Okay, but wait. Before we continue though, was I right that the antibiotics do not help viruses? They only help with bacteria.
You were correct. I was very pleased to hear that.
Thank
that is
you.
a common misconception.
Yeah.
Which is why, if you have a common cold sometimes or any viral upper respiratory infection, that's why your doctor or nurse practitioner or whoever you see, provider, may not give you antibiotics because it will not help. If it's severe enough and it turns into a bacterial infection, then sometimes they will.
Okay.
The more you know.
For the guess the ailment, or not guess the ailment.
Yes, guess the
ailment. Guess the instrument section.
Oh, we should have that in there. We should have that.
We'll make it work. Here's your first clue. This instrument. Now, don't quote me on this, but I believe it originates
Oh, here we go.
from Germany.
Here we go.
Originates from Germany.
Okay.
That is your first clue.
Okay. And I will take my second.
Second clue. They're well known for being used or like described as the voice of God. Way back in the day. Like way back in the day.
A herald trumpet.
Is that a guess?
Yes.
No.
That's unfortunate. Okay, this is a clarifying question. These are all instruments or just strictly band instruments?
All instruments now.
Casey, I didn't know that.
but your final clue, well, I won't make it your final clue. I will say what I'm thinking of is a descendant of a band instrument or some sort of evolution of a modern band instrument. That is a major clue.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's cool. That's cool. Major clue. And I locked it right here.
Your final clue. This brass instrument known for the wah 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 sound was originally called this name, and it is a very silly name. That is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the predecessor of this modern day wah 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 wah, and its original name.
That's cute. She thinks I know that. Okay.
You should, because I taught you this a long time ago. And by a long time ago, I mean like, when was our trip to Florida?
A long time ago. Okay, I forget all my clues. It's from Germany. So if I miss it, then I'll just say it wasn't from Germany so I can get that point. It's from Germany.
You're not going to get that point.
It's from Germany. It's a brass instrument that does a wah sound. And then it also is from another sound, which is called the voice of the gods.
Well, this is what, it's not from another sound, but it's described as the voice of God. Or it had once, when it was named this, been called the voice of God.
Okay.
This was a music history. Question.
Okay.
You only have one guess left.
I do not have one guess left. I have two.
You did the herald trumpet, and then you did. Oh no, you have two.
Yeah.
My bad. My bad.
She's trying to rush me. Let me think. Okay. That's a trombone.
Okay.
I think. So what was it called before? I should get points for trombone though.
I'm thinking I will give you points for it, but it'll only be half a point. Because I'm looking for its predecessor, like what it was named prior.
Okay, before it was called a trombone, because go me, I got that.
Yes, I will give you that.
It was called
half a point.
The funny bone.
You really want to use your guess on that?
Oh. Okay, this trombone is called the trombone was called the.
I'll give you one more hint.
I'll give you
a fourth. I'll give you a fourth. It will not be the letter.
Oh, I'd rather the letter.
I really want to give. Okay, I'll give you.
All right, fine.
I'll give it both.
No.
It starts with an S,
yes.
And it seems like a word you would hear on Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
There's so many words you hear.
By the way, that's my favorite movie. If you haven't watched it, they took it off of Netflix. They took like everything off except for the Flying Circus. But if you really want to,
I think it's on Prime.
Yeah, but you have to pay for it. It's not on. It's not the free Prime.
What is your favorite color?
Blue. No.
That's odd to call it a serpent. The voice of God. That seems really odd.
Could you imagine? Oh my gosh, that would be sacrilegious. I'm a snag. I'm a slurp of a snag.
Steel.
No.
I wasn't done. Steel is the first word.
Okay.
Steel.
Please don't say steel pan.
No, that's all I can think of. Steel trumpet.
No.
Okay. It's a trombone, so it's really a slippery. A slippery slope.
Is that your final guess?
Yes, because I do not know.
No, but that is incorrect. Fun fact, the trombone was once called the sack butt. It's actually true. Look it up. But wouldn't you hear that on Monty Python and the Holy Grail? Don't you think that?
No.
You would! Oh my gosh, you totally would. Well, I didn't vote for him. Anyway. This was a great episode. It was really chaotic. I'm so sorry.
This was an episode. This was an episode.
This was something. This was something.
Why you know?
Because it's funny. What should we name it? Write in the comments what we should name it. I think this should be our friend for every episode. What do you think? Thanks so much for joining us. Please don't forget to hit the like, share, subscribe button. And remember, don't knock it. Till you try it. We'll see you next time.
Okay,
With the